Hi everyone, I am back, and much deserved rest that I needed to have. Get those creative juices flowing again. So Tag Tuesday, here's last week's. I decided that what I'd try was improvisational tatting. So I was trying just the standard way to do it with the 3 little picots. Trying it without picots but different sizes. It's just having a play really, it was good fun. It's always good to learn how to do something you've never known how to do. This one I tried to do different size picots to see how that looked. Here's a standard 3 points. This one was one slightly larger, and then one big one with 2 picots, Mickey Mouse. What else have I got in here? A tiny weeny one, a middle one, and a larger one. Now the thing about these was I was also trying to keep them in a nice colour family, and then a couple of other ones that also blended in. So there's one with 2 picots and the one big one at the top, and one with just 2 picots. So I thought I'd use a bit of this lace in the background, because why not? Hope everyone's doing well. This was, I don't know why, this was a particularly hard lockdown for both my flatmate and I. I think there's a point where you've had the big 4-month one, and then you've had a little snap one, and then you've had another little snap one, and then this one. I think we realised how over it we really, truly were. And it got to us, both of us. I'm not going to deny that. It did actually this time, after being so upbeat about it all the other times. This time it got to us, and we both ended up having a couple of days in bed feeling sorry for ourselves. I'm upstairs, she's downstairs, and binge watching TV. Binge watching, I was watching SWAT actually. Believe it or not. SWAT, the latest one, the one with 2017 it started. So it's a bit violent, but actually she'd watched it, and we're both a bit the same. We both like a bit of, well, do you want to call it gratuitous violence? I don't. I just want to say it's men being men, and well, even though there's women in there too. But anyway, enjoy that sort of thing at times. So what happened was I ended up watching season 4, which wasn't out on Netflix, but it's on Binge. Now Binge has got what's Binge got? Binge has got more of the DC Marvel kind of universes, which is what I really only got Binge for. Seeing how these are looking, spread around. Right. But yeah, season 4 was on, so I've just finished watching season 4 of SWAT, and there were moments, I have to say there were moments. Because it was filmed between last November and this May, so it's recent, so the whole season has only recently been recorded, and what I found was that it was so topical with the whole COVID lockdown and Black Lives Matter, and as everyone knows, I've got a couple of friends who are black, and it just made, I cried a lot. I actually did cry a lot. I cried a lot because of the futility of a black SWAT person. It's not true, obviously, it's a show, but you know, sometimes when you're in that mood you get right hooked into it. And I did cry a real lot about how hard he worked for equality and how even he had problems in the police force still with equality. So yes, very topical. I thought I'd put a little bit of this. Now that is tatting edging, I imagine. I thought I'd put a little bit of that because I like it. Many tears. Anyway, I'm glad it's finished so I can just put it aside for a bit. I had to just keep watching till I'd finished. Now, I don't know. I might thread back these ends in. I might leave those two off. Maybe this, if it goes that way, those two could come off there. A bit of interest off the side. This is one of my favourites, I think, because it's one of my favourite colours. The wibbly wobbly ones, these two, they're, you know, they're not so special, although are they? They are special, aren't they? Because I made them, and everything is special when you make it yourself, and it's handmade. Yes. Alright, so that's where I'm up to, and I'm going to sew those on. My daughter's about to arrive, so I've got to turn off, but I thought I'd get back into making my videos and start again and carry on from where I left off over a week ago. Just coming back at the end to finish off tag 24. It's been a bit of fun. It's always good to learn new things, isn't it? I noticed so many people saying that they'd never done any tatting before, and it was wonderful. So yeah, sorry I'm a bit late to do it, but here it is, the last little bit sewn down. So I ended up putting this little bit around here rather than across the bottom, and now I've put a little bit at the side. There. Don't think I want any more on there. Well, maybe I do. Let me have a look. No, I don't know. I think it feels complete. If I put a little bit more on it, it's a bit too samey, having a bit there. Could put a bit up there, I guess. But sometimes it's nice to have some negative space. All right, so that's tag 24. And now I will look at starting tag 25. So the background, it's going to be this. Alright, I better go and watch Anne's video. Good to be back in the saddle. Back soon. Alright, so I've joined two together, as Anne did, and I've put my mark and I've got my little dots for the holes. This was actually just from some packaging, so it's foam. I actually can't remember what the packaging was for, but however, that's what I've used. It's coming very handy for punching holes. Oh, this is so wonky. going to be able to finally use some of these walls, I think. Been looking at them for a while going, what can I do with those? And this is the perfect little idea, I think. I've got quite a few threads, so I think I'd like to use some variegated. Also, I got this velvet the other day. That might be good for one line. It feels so nice, but now I've got to... it does not go with any of those that I pulled out. Isn't it always the way? Alright, we need a pretty thick eye needle. I'm not quite sure what. See if I can. I've got green and pink in those. What else have I got? This is a very thin perlé. I guess it's a 12 or something. Got another green. They're a little bit too obvious though, aren't they? I need something more neutral, I think. I think I could probably just use string. Oh, I've got a spare one of those. That's nice. Another green. What about this? It's a brown. I'm going to do that. That might be a good background. Maybe that needle is a bit too thick. This one. Let's put a knot. Right, so we're going to just do the loom part of the weaving. And as Anne said, we don't want to pull it too tight. So I'm wondering if this is thick enough. I guess if I don't pull it too tight, it'll be fine, won't it? So basically, one along behind and to the other side. One along behind. Glue's making it curl up a bit, and to the other side, the other end. Right, so that's done, and I thought I'd start off with a bit of wool to have a solid base. Started. Thinking my background strings, they feel a bit loose. I haven't done this before, but I've actually been looking on Pinterest and seeing little badges done like this, and I've really been enjoying them. Just a couple of rows in ways over, under, and not pulling it tight. It's actually quite a marvellous when you realise, even if you haven't done something before, you can learn it. Oh, that's really loose. One more. actually am just realising that I actually do quite like the brown and the fact that you can see it in the colour. It actually adds another layer of texture, doesn't it? Now, a couple of little things. Anne was doing little loops in there. A bit fiddly, but we'll manage it. Right, that's pull it tight. Get it to sit down like that. Now I don't know if I want another one there. I think I'll just do one for now. Right back. One more of these. Then I might have to go and hunt out some other threads to blend in. Just work out if I want to do a very chunky full one or a little bit more of a sedate one. Alright, so I've got it started. I'm going to go and get some other bits and pieces and do a bit more and I'll come back. Okay, so tag 25 is now finished, week 25. I decided to weave in some daisy lace and some lace through here. So there's 3 different types of lace. I've got the wool in here, which was really good because I really enjoyed the lines through the wool. And then look, this is quite wide, these bits. So that was great fun, really. I enjoyed it. And a couple of the little tassels just to try them out like Anne was making. And I decided to leave these edges loose and hanging over because, let me just put it in with my tags. So on the right side with my tags, they've got all the edging. Close it. So when mine's like this, all the edges are up on this side. So once it's full, it's gonna sit up. What a great project, isn't it? Good. It's good to go over the whole year. That's been fabulous. Anyway, I will be back. I think I'll still continue with Tag Tuesdays. I'm just working on some other things and getting my head around just some ideas that I've got and giving myself some space to let them. So part of the creative journey always is that you just sometimes need to stop everything and just have some inward reflection and look at what you're doing, what's working, what's not working, what direction you might want to go, etc. And that requires, well, I call it dreaming space. Dream space, daydream space, dream space. Doesn't matter. It's a creative process and enjoyable, and we always should have some time off to do that sort of thing. All right, I will see you the next time. Thanks for watching. Lots of love. Bye for now.